A very good evening to you, Real Fam. Welcome to my channel. I am super excited to be with you today, and I hope that you are also as excited as I am. By the way, Real Talk with Ntabi is a channel where you can expect everything empowerment and transformation. Now, we are on the series of a teenage pregnancy, and we are unpacking different issues, different topics that are really affecting young people. And today we have an amazing guest with us. And I'm not going to make it about me. I'm just going to shoot straight and obviously, engage you on, everything about our guest, and of course allow her to just bless us with the knowledge that she has. All right, so before of course I do that, I'm gonna do a little bit of an intro so that I can just give you an idea of who she is. But something that I don't do is to just give out everything. She might have given me all her profile, but instead I just shared a glimpse so that she can give us all the juice, all the details. I know we are slightly late with a few minutes, but because of technical issues and the network, but we're here. Let's not even go there. So I'm just quickly going to play, her intro so that you can get an idea of who we're talking about. I hope you're ready because I am.
Hello, real fam. Let me introduce our guest, Masego. Masego is a funpreneur, as you can see. She's a fun lady. She's also a mother of three amazing girls. Oh my. And she's also a beautiful wife to an amazing husband, of course. And not only that, she's a professional nurse. Yes, guys, that's why she's here. And of course, an author of the book Bon Voyage. All right. And of course, this is her brand. That's the Funpreneur right there. So now this is the full family, as you can see. Beautiful, amazing. Now, you know what? It's time for her to tell us more. Let's start unpacking with Masego. Hello.
I'm excited. Oh wow. You know what? I could have introduced you in a different way, but I felt like, you know what? Let this woman really do the intro. Let me give you an opportunity. First of all, thank you so much for coming, Masego. It's good to see you. You are amazing. Before I go any further, you are an amazing woman. Thank you so much for making the time to be here. And let me just put up and allow you to introduce yourself. I'm gonna just mute myself a little bit so that you can tell us who you are. Yeah, be honest.
Okay, evening everyone. Like Ntabi said, I am Masego Mogotsi. Maiden name Matlala. So I was Mogotsi Matlala until I got married to Mr. Mogotsi. So ke Mogotsi ka tsalo and then lika nyalo. And I'm this free spirited soul, free spirited. I'm talking about that person or gelling together with everyone or positive and a negative vibration, I expel it. And yeah, Masego started school or at Ridgeville as a young girl. Apparently my parents says Barry I was this very brilliant little girl. Go ya ka maitsholo am. And Lena, I can tell you I am so brilliant it hurts. So from primary school, from Atteridgeville, we had to relocate from Atteridgeville to Muiletswane village. And then that's a village because I was a little girl go a village called Miletswane, and then I did my primary there, went to Mamahwai Middle School, and then proceeded to Harankua, township or king or location. So I matriculated go HL Setlalentwa go Harankua, and then University of Northwest. University of Northwest by Kanako Yaka Nele yeah, University of Northwest, hona e ke Northwest University. Ke fela gore ba switchitse dilo tsele. So nna ne ke bitsa UNW. Hona yaanong ke NW. Yes, e re bitsang uni. So I registered as a Bachelor of Science student that time. Why ke tlisa that part ke gore in life o tle bo re register tse re sa itseng le gore ro irang ka tsona. By that time in our era Bachelor of Science ne le yona the D thing, and go uni bo no apara di lab coat, you know, o ka ro doctor, and hence ke etsa Bachelor of Science. Then now he ke re ka lebella gore mara go irang ka Bachelor of Science ka kry le gore this Bachelor of Science, it's nothing. It's just an entrance to something. And then we switch up from Bachelor of Science to Bachelor of Nursing Science. And that's where I met my nursing profession. And then I worked as a professional nurse for almost 10 years. I was 9 years, 6 months in as a Department of Health nurse. And then I was hired by another company in headhunt. I was headhunted. I didn't apply. I was headhunted. So I was headhunted to that company until re kgaogana le company e ka 2020. And yeah, during my times in nursing go Department of Health, I got an opportunity to act as a coordinator, ya maternal, child, and women. Go MCWH, maternal, child, and women health. Mo e leng gore I got e be ke na le lerato la mme le ngwana le partners, couples. So you know, as a MCWH coordinator, o end up o na a friend to all this stakeholders, if I can say. So that's when now Masego abana a coach, and then life happened. I happened during the time ki ran the nails, my nail technician. I fell in love with making nails, and I said, you know what, I can challenge my brain to do to be a nail technician. So I resign as a nurse. I registered as a nail tech, and then I registered as dionyana tse ntse ke re tla nna re di bolele. But yes, Masego ke ena yeah, I in short ke tla be ke ra batho ke re I'm a code of many colors.
Exactly. Thank you so much for that intro. And I know that, of course, we have audience that might be wondering, what did she say there? You know what? Masego is very passionate about her home language, and I love that about her. She even went to a radio station earlier on. She was busy with a show, you know, on her nursing role and everything. She was just giving more and more nuggets out there, and I must say we appreciate that. And I must say, guys, you need to be proud of where you come from. Be proud of your mother tongue, and I appreciate her. If maybe you don't understand anything, we'll just translate where we can. But in summary, Masego is just summarizing the fact that she is, you know, that woman with many colors, meaning she is not stopping against all odds. She believes that she can be anything she wishes to be. And I mean, imagine nail technician. And can I tell you that I obviously put my own nails, and then this one, I don't know what happened to it. It went off and all of that. You see, now we need people like Masego to really sort out this messes right here. I don't need this mess, guys, of not having a nail. Like, it's not that nice. All right, but nevertheless, Masego, let's not even, you know, waste any time. We're gonna jump into today's conversation. Thank you so much for your intro, and thank you so much to everyone that has joined us. Let us not be rude, and of course, just greet our audience. I know we just started, but I know we have a few people. We've got Janine's cuisine. I mean, this one, she's not from South Africa, honey. So she probably did not hear much of, you know, our language, but at least we managed to, you know, balance it out. But thank you so much for joining, Creed. We appreciate you. She's a cook. She's just amazing. Your fellow colleague, your fellow partner in medical, whatever you guys call those things. Mr. Mogotsi Selega, if you did not catch the the interview that I did with Mr. Mogotsi Selega on Sunday, please check out that video once we are done here, because I can promise you, you're going to be impacted, because it's just a continuation of what we're doing. Like, it's just on point. He broke the ice. So yeah, thank you and welcome. We appreciate. Hello, Richmond. Much love and appreciation. Good to see you. Peace, family, peace. We've got an amazing queen, Geneva Mpunzi. That lady who left an amazing voice note, not just for myself, but for Mogotsi, not just for Mogotsi, but for all of us as, the youth, teen, even adults. Like, I feel like that voice note was directed to all of us. And I hope that you got something out of that. If you didn't, you know what? I'm even going to make means that I put that recording as a video on its own, so that it stays on the channel, so that you can constantly go and listen to it, because you need all the wisdom possible. So thank you so much, Ozgini. She's my neighbor, by the way. Can I just comment and say she's my neighbor? Thank you so much. She's a neighbor, she's a mother. She's really has been the most amazing and supportive woman. And just before I go any further, when I even put a post just explaining how this woman has really believed in me from the time when I was young. She always said, she calls me Malebza. You can see Malebza. That's how she calls me, Malebza. Her and her husband, they would say Malebo, Malebza, and she told me that you are destined for greatness. You are amazing. You are intelligent. And she never stopped believing in me. There would be times where things were rough, even when I go to her, even when I knew that things were tough at school. I would actually, say, no, I'm doing good. I would push myself to really give my best, because when someone believes in you, you will do whatever it takes to excel and to be the best. And that's what she did. And that's what you did, Ozgini, because you are here. So thank you so, so much. All right. Of course, our blind guy, his wife, they're live. This is Laquita and Corey's channel. They are also amazing people, all the way from Virginia. We are international, guys. Just saying. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. All right. We can never stop with the intro. So, Masego, young girls. Young girls, when we think of teenage pregnancy, we think of the fact that, hey, a teenager is pregnant, she's given birth, she's raising a teen as a teen, but we don't speak about that teenager that was so embarrassed to tell their parents and felt like the only solution would be me terminating the baby, with or without parents' knowledge. Now, you're a nurse, and I feel like we need to just shoot straight. Can you tell me about, the challenges that are there when it comes to, termination of pregnancy or abortion, especially when coming to teenage girls?
Yeah, once more, Eric, hello to everyone who's tuning in. I will try my level best.
Perfectly so. Perfectly so.
Okay. I will try my level best not to use my mother's language. So, yes, I'm a registered nurse, and I'm a primary healthcare specialist. So, like I said, I had 10 years. I was 10 years in nursing. I worked for 10 years as a Department of Health nurse, whereby I had to interact with grown-ups, little girls, mothers, and children, So, and topic, it's so sensitive. It's heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking because I had an interview with my little girl one time. What do you think about this teenage pregnancy? Because we were talking about that 23,000 teenage girls who were pregnant.
Yeah.
And it's like they are shocked that how come a 10-year-old, a 14-year-old get pregnant? And luckily, the 14-year-old girl of mine said to me,
Masego, pardon me. Apparently, when you're on YouTube, the word abortion is not the best word. We have to use termination. I didn't know. Sorry. I didn't know. Thanks for the tips, but it's fine. We can carry on. Now we know.
okay,
No. Thank you.
yes. So the topic, termination of pregnancy, it's deep. And
Yes.
that's why even YouTube doesn't want us to use that A word. So
Yeah.
I always tell the mothers that, you might be lucky that your teenage girl has never been pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
because it is possible for your child, because of the rights, because
Mm-hmm.
of the rights, a 12-year-old is able to come and request for that thing without even consent. So
Yeah.
the reason a 12-year-old can come pregnant, coming for antenatal care clinic. And then I once told you the story, the mother and her 12-year,
Please
13
share this
year.
with us a little bit.
Yeah. So it happened that the mother brought her child to the clinic, and the mother thought it was a stomach ache. It was just a stomach bug. And then had I consulting on entrance, I saw a 5
Oh, the
months
lady that
pregnant
is.
child. And yes, Ntabi, it's possible for the mother cannot see that thing, batsadi ba na le gore, I didn't see her. Ebe ko bona ke the neighbor, So the mother who was just shocked to see me coming with a fetal heart, the Doppler, ne? And then I started to do the maternity things more, the little girl. And the mother was shocked. And I just said, no, I had to do this because what I see, it's not a stomach bug, it's something else. And Tabi, the way that mother cried, I can't even forget. I can't forget the tears dikopana motla semo, the mother saying, I thought you were still a child, because her cousin told her, please take your child for contraceptives go clinic, because I can smell danger. And the mother said, no, she's still a child. So earlier I wrote something that even as nurses, we think about patients, think the necessary rude, arrogant, all those things. And they don't know we carry those things. We carry it on our shoulders. Because you can imagine a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old coming at clinic. And then you have a 10-year-old at home. And then you see, so all those things in the consulting rooms, raimelwa, and my little girl, Ari, the teacher told them, ka age ya bona 13 years, they want to test things, And I was like, now you want to test some things, they
What are
want
you
to test
testing
it.
them?
They want to test that thing. So, and that with our generation now, the generation now, the Y generation. You tell the child, don't do this. The next thing we learn are why.
Why?
You see? So, challenge, the little ones, I think the government, not for me, ne? For me personally, I was just thinking, fela gore, the rights, di nnile too broad, because we can't even control our kids. Ngwana o khona go go through mental illness, a le one mole, going through pregnancy, following day o gather information ya backstreet termination, and then o end up either that thing secretly, the mother as next. And the other thing for
what backstreet termination is for someone who might be wondering. I know some know, but some are not sure exactly what is defined as the backstreet termination, because maybe someone doesn't know and then they do something only to find that it's actually backstreet abortion. I mean termination.
Yeah. Remove mathateng but it will be fine. Some of these things in Tabi, we don't have to use the A word ever to understand that, or termination of people don't understand what that is. We understand that since like the A word. But anyway, let's follow re sale melao morago. Backstreet termination ke tse e leng gore re ke di-illegal facilities. They are not legal. Akere ko tleliniking ko sepetleleng we are mandated to do that. The there's clinics that do that, and hospitals too. So there's those people ba e leng gore they ba itirela those services, and they pay bana ba batho ba patela kwa, and they insert them ka that tablet pilinyana ele, and then ba ba raya ba re e ya gae. And then remember gore sometimes the child o ya go setse mpa e godile nthadi a le maybe bo 6-7, I can tell you le 8 months, ne? And then o terminate that thing legally, ra go vacuum, we clean you, the process ya termination after inserting pili ele ya go terminate that blood or that fetus. Now we start to vacuum you. So the backstreet, where will they get the chance to do that? Where did they get the resources to do those things? Okay, some I think they have resources, but they are not safe. They don't even follow the infection control thing. So ngwana o feletsa a nna le infections, a bleeder over, and infections inside, and you know what that can lead to? Future problems. You get married in Tabi, wa makala gore, you know what, we are trying to conceive, we are trying, but ha go iragale next. So it's that problem ele ya gago ya 12 years, ya 10 years e we editse.
Okay, can I ask you something while we are on that? And I hope that everyone who's here is just hearing exactly what we're saying and understanding. And of course, if you have any question or comment or know anything about what we're discussing, do comment there. Now, obviously, backstreet abortion is it means that it's backstreet and it's not right, it's illegal. Termination, my goodness, your termination is it's not right. And I don't know, obviously this is something that I've read about, that termination also is risky, as much as of course we have our act, what the teenage termination, I mean pregnancy termination act, which is legalized to say you can actually do that when you are like around 13 weeks or something like that. Is it the case? So now what I'm asking is, I've kind of heard that there are also risks of actually dying or losing your life basically while you try to terminate and all of that. So what can you say briefly, not dwelling too much into that? What can you say about that part? What normally causes that? Because I can imagine if it's now, because even if it's in a legal way, there are sometimes where a person can lose their life. Now imagine in an illegal way. So what is the cause of that? Because I think every young person here who might be going through, I'm not saying I'm against the law or the act, but what I'm concerned about is the disadvantages or the bad side of things, because you might be following the law and doing what the law says, but what if you try to do that because it's legalized, but you lose your life?
Yeah. So, Ntabi, whether it's legal, whether it's not legal, termination of pregnancy, it's got its own disadvantages. Like I said, even though we are in the hospital or in the clinic setup, there might be infections. It's not, we are not 100% clean or short here where you won't be infected. You might be infected with something very small in the hospital setup. So like I said, I wish I could brief you. They said Jenny, how we do the termination. Ne? And in it's traumatizing. Like I said, I was a coordinator, MCWH. So it happened for, as a coordinator, you have to support the people who are doing the services, So there was this lady go the clinic in Ngokomafikeng, Kiona A-rank terminations. So as a coordinator, I wanted to see what this lady is experiencing on daily basis with terminations. Ntabi, I was standing more the lady who was doing that thing, and she was squeezing my hand. Kore a show pain. Yeah, that thing. Remember, like I said, they insert that pill, and then you are given some minutes. Go sit there so that that pill and then ibereka faster when the gestation the weeks like you said, 13 weeks. So you can imagine her since
the pill works faster when you are still at the early stage of your pregnancy.
Yes, when you are at the early stages, before of that the first trimester. Ne?
Okay.
So that's why I always say, because it's just the blood. After 5 months, that thing
It's already a baby.
Yeah, it's already a baby. And then vacuum, when you vacuum, you cleaner. When it says if it level 20 weeks or you can see small legs, nyana. You can see more it was supposed to be this. Oh, here it was this. But at least when it's less than 13 weeks, it's just the blood. I get development
Hmm?
in India, when I live in India, love don't start with the eyes, start with the heart. It starts with the heart, because that's why 5 months when you are pregnant, ne? We will restart your heartbeat. Yeah, fetus. Over 5 months. I give. So it's that heart.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I'm still going to experience pregnancy, so that's why I'm like, I don't know. I have an idea. I have an idea, but I don't want to be saying yes, 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 I know, and lie and or predict that,
Yeah.
oh, that's what it is. No. So yeah, one day I'll experience it. One day soon, of course. Mm.
Yeah, so the possibility you can bleed excessively, one na le severe bleeding, one na le infections, like I said, if they are not diagnosed earlier, in something else, they can even lead to mortality. But like I said, with the legal way, because at least we are trying our level best to avoid the infections and all those things. Statistics is a thing, se ko tlasenyana, wa e bona.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I think we have touched on that quite well. Because I don't want us to deviate from the fact that the conversation for today is, the big issue of teenage pregnancy and how it can, be really avoided, and the challenges that goes in with all of that. Because it's not just, an issue of a person being pregnant, young, and all of that, but it's a lot. And especially thinking about those young people that are probably in a traumatized situation, or some they have bed orders, and then you wonder why is this person always having bed orders and everything, only to find that they did those backstreet terminations, which is really not great. And of course, we're speaking about teenagers, and we are aware that teenagers are not that it's not easy for a teenager. I mean, all of us here were teenagers at some point. If of course you are not a teenager now, if you are a teenager and you're watching this, chances are you are aware that sometimes it's difficult to speak to your elders, to your parents, about how you're feeling or what's happening in your life. You'll probably talk to your friends, and a friend will advise, no, Chomi, try to find 1,000 rand or so much. I'll go with you. And I remember the video that I once watched, and that video was of, I think it's actually a music video. I'm lying. It's a music video of a guy who was singing, but how they were acting, the guy seemed to be the boyfriend or something like that, and he was like, no, you know what, the girlfriend was pregnant and she was even wearing school uniform, so showing that was a young girl. And then this guy decided to take this girl to terminate the pregnancy and everything. And unfortunately, it wasn't that legal route. It wasn't that professional one from the hospital. It was actually those backstreet one. And, they did whatever that they did. And just after they finished the whole process and everything, the girl did not, unfortunately, she lost her life. During that, towards the end of that process, just when they thought now they got rid of the pregnancy that they didn't want, the girl was now deceased. And then you ask yourself a question in that case, because you can't think of the worst, yes, but imagine if something like that had to happen. You are in the middle of nowhere. What are you going to do? I mean, even that person, maybe sometimes you are alone, you are not even with your partner. What's going to happen? First of all, those illegal people or people doing illegal stuff, chances are they won't even report this or call a mortuary or whatever, because when that body is going to be fetched, all details need to be given. So what's going to happen? Chances are they're going to take your body, dump it somewhere because they are doing illegal stuff or whatever. So there's just so much about this. And honestly, guys, it honestly makes me emotional and sad that young people are losing their lives. Young people are traumatized. Young people are messed up inside their bodies at a young age. And some of them, they don't just do that, the terminations, not just once, they do it twice. And there's also, guys, not contraceptives, but what we call morning after pill. I believe that you're a professional nurse, and you will correct me here. I believe that even morning after pills, they, as much as you can use them, if you constantly use them, I'm sure there's some kind of damage that they do to you as a person. I would like to think so, but oh my word, I don't know.
Ntabi, remember the morning after pill, the emergency pill. You know that pill, it's a contraceptive. We use a certain brand. So haina danger ekalo mo wena, ne? So
or it doesn't have Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, because as much as contraceptives, they leng gore o di use as a family planning, eh,
Oh.
for family planning, this is that danger to these are bringing that danger to your body. The emergency
Oh.
pill, we use the contraceptive pill as an emergency pill. The only thing ke gore the little girls in time, they need to know about emergency pill. They need to know gore 72 hours is ka feta o sa nna le access ya that pill. We can avoid all those terminations. Termination is a traumatic experience, and it's haunting. You can imagine as a Christian, ne? Only a Christian girl gore that thing ilo go ira. Maybe ebile you didn't even, the parents don't even know. You are going through that thing alone. You are a Christian. It's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. Unfortunately, for other people who went through rapes, I get who went through kore nka nna ka re rape in different methods, because even in marriages go nna le rape. So that person, okay, she went through, yeah, that experience, and then now the person then that person, the mother must go through termination. There's this guy who wrote the book. Aksa gopola Nthabi e re, I was made through rape, something like that. Ne? The guy or the mother, the mother was raped, and then the mother decided to keep pregnancy because of her religion or something.
Okay.
And then
Mhm.
yeah, the boy is an excellent somebody who is successful, and he even wrote the book about the situation. You see, so now in most cases, some of the people, because of the religion and culture, will end up who that pregnancy, who that baby, and now there comes a problem. Ya gore mama, papa ke mang? Who's my father? Hmm?
Mhm. Mm.
Remember motho o ipagoletse mogodu mo ntho e le wena. And then now the mother now must tell the child, or you know what, so I don't even know your father.
So
So,
honestly,
but
this is one conversation that I think, what, needs a separate show on its own, especially with the issue of rape and all of that. And I'm hoping that
mm,
even through this series, I'll have someone who can, maybe to engage about, the rape, or maybe a victim and all of that.
yeah,
It's another sad story because, like I was saying, we are not here to judge. We are not here to say,
mm-mm,
if you are here and then you once terminated or whatever, or you are thinking of doing it. We are not saying that you're a bad person or what you're doing is wrong,
mm-mm,
regardless of what you believe in and all of that. And it's so easy for a person to just say things when they're on the other side without understanding what another person is going through. But what we
mm,
basically trying to engage on is to really bring out, challenges and certain factors that could, cause problems. So we're trying to bring a solution and to make a person aware to say, even if you decide to make a decision like termination and everything, know that there are certain, terms and conditions to it. You are bound to be affected one way or the other, even if it's
mm,
successful or whatnot. And for me, I honestly myself feel like, coming back to teenagers, I feel like, teenagers should somehow build a relationship with their parents. And I know
mm,
that I might be putting it on teenagers, but also I want to speak to parents to say, build a good relationship with your children, talk to them and all of that. Now, I'm gonna, pause a bit and really tell the audience that Masego has 3 amazing girls. I'm going to show you the pictures of them now. And as I'm showing the pictures, I want you to, tell us, you as a mother of 3, what is your relationship with your girls? Because these are girls, they are young. The other one is obviously a bit older. She's over 20. She travels the world. She's overseas right now. And you've got others that are still growing up. How do you engage with them? And what do you instill in them? Because there are mothers that can't really engage with their children at this point. So what advice can you give me? But before you answer that, while you think of how you're going to answer that, I think let's read the comments and of course continue. I think it's important to acknowledge our audience, and yeah, my people are very important. Our people for today.
Yes.
So honestly they are. So thank you so much for your comments. So are the parents taking their daughters to this illegal places to hide the situation, or is it the young people themselves doing it their own? The majority of the time is the young people that actually do it on their own, the backstreet one, because I don't think a parent can take their child to some backstreet. I don't know if there's any out there. If there is, you know what, I wish they could share their testimony, but I'm hoping that we don't have such. Like, I'm hoping that we don't. But I think it's usually the teenagers doing it themselves. Hi Pindi, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Okay, I think they're greeting each other there. Okay, all right. No, you guys are catching up. It's fine. Let me not read your comments. Okay, my colleague there is on point. The effects of termination are there and can be very extreme. No girl or woman wants to go through that. Oh my word, that is so powerful. I really believe that no girl needs to go through that. It doesn't matter whether you did this, it was a mistake, whatever. I don't think you need to go through that. Now we have a message from coming from Facebook from Princess Nomvula Motre. Was saying, emergency peel. It's worse when condoms broke. Oh, emergency peel. Worse when the condom breaks. It comes as step 2 from the first has failed. Okay, so meaning, okay, so in simple terms, what Princess is saying is that, first of all, if you're gonna engage in sexual intercourse, you need to condomize. And if it happens that you are doing that and the condom breaks and everything, you need to make sure that you get the contraceptive called the morning after pills, whatever the names, within 72 hours, because that is when you are still okay to really take that, and it will not do anything, or you will not get pregnant, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
So in
and
simple
Ntabi, as Kisu go jump in on that comment there, if it's
yes.
I always tell the guys, Hore, ke makatsa ke condom best, but yes, it sometimes happen, ne? But if you know how to use your condom, guys, it can't burst. The condom, you can even pour, I think 10 liters of water in the condom. It won't even pop, So you can imagine that a smaller amount of semen or in a popisa king. So the only thing is how to insert the condom and friction in heavy pa. Ooh, you need so yeah, condom best, guys. They know by the patient that you come a little bit slow to me, because I believe in health education. I teach somebody, and I call a spade a spade. I call a spade a spade. I teach you this thing your condom is in that parting and it's a popenyana. I get ya patima. So yeah, but But if it happens, yes, thank you for the comment. Please rush for emergency pill. Those services are there for you. And every clinic, I can tell you, even that small clinic, that's a village, in ali emergency pill, ko lokaleng village, in ali emergency pill.
Okay, no, thank you so much for that. Jennifer says it is also fair enough for us to really be supportive and assist each other in coaching our children. Stand in the gap for those parents.
Yeah.
I raise my hand for you. Thank you so much. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Support. That's all we need. Mohamutu says, condom don't burst. We are really surprised as nurses.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, by the way, this person commenting is also a nurse. So from one nurse to another, it means that he's confirming that what Masego is saying is correct. That's basically what he's saying. So condoms don't burst, guys. You have to know how to use it right. If you do not know, go to the clinic the first thing tomorrow morning, or right now if it's morning or whatever, and you're still not sure what not, and you feel like you are at the right age to be engaging into intimacy and everything. It's best for you to either learn. It's best for you to learn and stop being embarrassed, because I know that, especially when it comes to guys, I'm a village girl, right? I'm a village girl, and I'll speak from a perspective of where I come from and being surrounded by people from my village and everything, right? So in a village, we know each other, right? So sometimes when you are going through something, or let's assume you are a guy and you want to somehow learn about these things, but you know that there's that nurse, and that nurse is a friend to my mother or whatever, and you're afraid to go there to ask certain things that are a bit and understand something, guys. The nurses, the Masegos, they know the importance of confidentiality. They know that the career that they are in, whatever that they discuss in there, it cannot be known. If you come there and ask for help and ask for knowledge, I don't think they'll deny you that. And not only are you going to do that, you're also going to protect yourself and the next person that you're going to be involved with. And even as a teenager, I would say, even if you are maybe somehow thinking that, what is this? One day I would want to do this. If you are thinking about it, go and get knowledge, get educated about this, so that even when you are a little bit older, at least you have an idea of what's what. Anyway, I know I talked too much.
So as Ntabi, when you raise something, or we moto nagane something else, something people should know that the word confidentiality. As much as renale confidentiality, we also have shared confidentiality. Ntabi, I can agree with you in the consulting room to say that it's between me and you. I get the secret is between you and me. And remember, I always teach my patients that do things accordingly, because your information, there's a data capturer who's going to capture the file. The data capturer only access to your information, because every month we have to capture information. How many children booked, how many booked for termination, and then remember the data capture. Remember the data capturer is not a professional, is not taught ethics like me. Data capturer unna ko strateng sa ko geng, or unna ko motseng wa ko geng. So people should know that we must protect ourselves so that we don't end up really more situation o tshabotla clinicing because Masego unna ka strata sa ko gae. I might not be the one who told people about your situation, but somebody else in the clinic.
Phew,
So the
okay.
girls, yes, girls and boys in Tabi, we should act responsible enough. And I plea with boys because this thing now we always say take a girl child to work or something like that. O ka re focus too much on girls, ne? And you can imagine culturally oro nkareng re gola re itse gore thwe ntate ke tlhogo akere even le the boys, the growing boys gona yaanong they feel gore ke ditlhogonyana tsa bana ba rona. They want to rule them kore ha re let's do this, they must do it. And then the girl gare okay, let's use a condom instead. The boy o morare bona, either you choose a condom or you choose me. And Armas capsule, she's in love. She end up doing it unprotectedly.
And Mr.
And
Seleka
then,
mentioned on Sunday that girls will do whatever because they love
yeah,
the guy.
yeah.
Okay, let's not dilute the sugar in that answer. Okay, we have another comment. Did I hear correct earlier when she was describing how late the termination at those backstreet places, is it the same for the illegal places into the second or third trimester? Do you understand that?
Did I
So
hear correctly?
So what when we were discussing that, like when you obviously terminate your pregnancy at a later stage, right? Normally it becomes obviously more dangerous and everything. So now she was asking if you were describing from the backstreet side, but okay,
Okay.
let me answer it. She was actually talking about the experience that she had when she
Yeah.
went in
Yantabi.
while
Let,
that was happening at the
okay.
legal.
I think blind guy o botsisa gore
By the way,
is
it's
it the
like
same for the legal places? Yes. Okay. Blind guy, his wife, they are alive. Okay.
just saying
I was
Peter.
saying, I was saying because it's illegal and they are after money, Ntabi, they are after money. They can even terminate something, so say 7 months, 8 months. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Remember, it's illegal and they are after
Oh,
money. You come
okay.
with money, they do whatever they want to do, And
Oh,
remember, and a blind guy must even know that a pregnancy can be terminated at a later stage, even legally, because that's the pregnancy it is a danger to your life.
oh, that's where the
Yeah.
danger is when it's a little bit late.
Yeah, but
Okay, okay.
remember, go in a legal form, re tla be re 'ira, something like a Caesar, wa bona go ntsha go terminate that thing because now get threat, e act
Oh,
as a threat
oh,
to the mother, wa bona.
oh,
So go na
okay.
le condition tse e leng gore the pregnancy can be terminated at a later stage, ntse e fetile bo 6-7 months. But now what I was saying, blind guy, I was saying, oh, the back street, the child, o khona go nna bo 7 months.
You are talking to someone who does not understand what you are saying in your language.
Blind guy, I'm saying with the back street, with our experiences, children go there even though they've exceeded the second trimester, going to the third trimester, even in the third trimester, and that's when the danger comes, where the infections comes. Remember that
Okay.
child now, where she will get help where go hospital, and that's where we find out okay, this person went through a termination of pregnancy, and then when you ask the child, she end up telling you okay, I went go taxi ranking go kai kai, and then they gave me the pill and then this is what happened. And now go hospital when they scan the child back, no, it was almost second semester, third semester. The pregnancy nearly old.
Okay. Okay. All right. No, that's fine. So let me just clarify something. Blind Guy, his wife, their life, is the name of a YouTube channel of Laquita and Corey. So Laquita is the one who's commenting now. She's a woman. And then Blind Guy is the husband, who is Corey. So that's the name of their YouTube channel. So when you've been saying blind guy, know that you are talking to a woman here. Ne? So that's Laquita. That's why I kept saying, say Laquita, but it's fine. And then she's saying that she's a nurse too. I didn't know that. You're a nurse? Okay. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop a link for, if maybe Mogotsi or Laquita, since you are saying you are a nurse, if one of you guys want to jump into the conversation and comment and say something, I think you can. Can they do that? Is it okay with you, Masego? If maybe they have a comment that they want to say.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's so on the comment section, guys, I dropped the link for you to join the stream here. If there's anything that you wish to add, especially you guys as nurses and having understanding of that profession, but that is of course if you have something to share. So that's fine. All right. So, oh wow, now I get it. It's legal past a certain stage, but you can get anything for a price at this backseat places. With sketchy practices. True. Ntabi, I'm also learning the language. Okay. That's good then.
Thank you, Laquita.
Okay, no. I'm glad. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I also wish I could just be speaking my language, but I also want to accommodate all of you guys. But yeah, we love our language and we appreciate that you want to learn it. Please, ithute so that kaosane ke tlo bua le lona Setswana ka moso, iseng kaosane ka moso. She's probably asking what is ka moso. All right, so we have another comment. When I took my teenage girl for pregnancy test at the age of 18, before I got worried of the condition, I was worried about HIV contraction, or any other serious sexual infections. This is so painful. My goodness. She's bringing up a good point. Because now we're talking about pregnancy and
so that's exactly that. That's exactly that.
What do you want to say on that? What do you want to say on that?
Yeah, Jennifer, thank you for raising that. Remember, we are talking, the main issue here was teenage pregnancy. What enforced us this life, it was the teenage pregnancy that we experience nowadays. So remember, when you see, it's the same thing as HIV, TB. There was a billboard, it was saying, when you see HIV, you must think TB. When you think TB, you must think HIV. Right. So now it's the same thing with pregnancy. Once the child is pregnant, you know that she was involved in an unprotected sexual intercourse, no condom was used, and then pregnancy is amale HIV. Or STI, any STI. So Geneva was afraid, okay, I might get well with the pregnancy. Yes, the baby will be here, but what if my child is also HIV positive? So whatever action we and the decisions that we do as young girls, as parents, like you said we must build a relationship with our children. Ne?
Correct.
There are those parents they can't even communicate with their children. The best thing, Tabi, there's if plan A doesn't work, plan B, there's plan B. If you can't talk to your children, find somebody who can talk to your children in your presence. Mark my word, in your presence, so that you must ensure that your child knows about that thing. So if you can talk to your children, I know that you can look for a second opinion or somebody o kgonang go bua ya ka nna le Nthabi. Mara I would also suggest that you must be present, not unless the child I don't feel comfortable talking to you while my mother is here or my father is here, but I won't understand why the child can do that. But if that's the case, maybe the mother must just and then at least you are sure people are talking about this,
True.
because ga re itse gore bana ba rena ba bolelwang go strateng. So you must be the main person mo ngwaneng wa gago. Nna bana ba ka Nthabi, I talk to them to that level, because there's a story. Let me share with you guys the story.
By the way, I said I was gonna show the pictures of Masego's daughters, guys. I even forgot. Sorry. Okay, yeah, you can continue.
So rena ka nako tsa rena Nthabi, there was children ba tla ka aeroplane, children ba tla ka ba rekiwa akere. So
Okay.
this granny o na godisa ngwana, and then she told her granddaughter gore don't allow boys to touch your big toe, your big finger. Yeah. Don't allow the boy a go touch her. Kore akere anong ka Setswana ka Sekgowa o ka re change meaning. But koko o na ra ngwana o wa mosetsana morare o ska letlelela mosimane a go tshwara monwana o mogolo, ne a go tshwara ka monwana o mogolo.
Okay.
Don't allow the boy to touch your big toe or the thumb. Akere. So the little girl, ena o rutegile Nthabi. The granny ena tried to teach the girl. Unfortunately, the boyfriend came to the girl, and then the boyfriend asked the little girl, let's do this. You know what the girl did? Aba hide the thumb, aba pressali the big toes ko maotong, so that she must follow the rules tsa koko. Koko o rile mosimane a ska ntshwara ka menwana e megolo. And the boy ena continue ka the process. Akere.
Yeah.
And the girl got pregnant. I get to understand the story sa gore. Huh?
Yeah, I kind of understand, but it's a little bit complicated. You are making it complicated.
No, koko ona a leka go botsa ngwana gore play away from boys.
Okay, so basically, so what you're saying is that the granny was trying to obviously give guidance to the child and somehow make her aware of certain things and somehow tell her what she shouldn't do. But now
yes,
she was demonstrating it not in a very clear way. So she was like posting it in a way.
Yeah.
Not
so she was
it's like the thing of people saying, hey, kids are from the aeroplane and whatnot. Yeah. Not telling the kids
the granny and I was trying to say, don't let the boy touch you with his big finger. And the girl and
big finger is the boy's whatnot. Okay. You got it, guys. So the big finger is the boy's private parts, basically.
So the little girl and I thought that granny the boy must not touch your thumbs and the big toes. So she protected while the boy was busy, ne? Look at me, Ntabi. While the boy was busy, what the girl
So
was
the girl was
protecting.
guys,
So that the boy must not touch.
funny, but it's serious. This is funny. We are laughing, but it's serious. So this thing of even when kids are still young, I mean, like young from a couple of months, don't speak to kids unsori, like saying that like baby language.
Nana,
Nah,
tata,
nah, you know,
tata.
yeah, you know, be clear, say it like it is, so that as they grow up, they will even know exactly that when you say this, this is what it means and everything. So when you use baby language as well, you are somehow saying that you know what, this is the right way, and you are saying this is what you should, this is how you should speak, and all of that. Yeah,
So
but
the
anyway.
unfortunate thing, Tabi, with that short story, the unfortunate thing is that our children are exposed to a lot and lots of information from the gadgets, from the television. So you might think, Hori, your children don't know these sex topics. They know about those things. So as a parent, like you said, we must play part. Yeah, talking to them about these things. No, Hori, it's riska ira taboo, man. Riska tlhele re ira because these kids ba itse dilo tse di tona.
So the other day you had a conversation with your daughter. I don't know if you want to bring her on board to come and share with us what she was saying, or you know, or you wanna just go straight to telling us how you as a mother make it easier to communicate with your daughters.
Yeah, because ukare busy ka homework, but I will check her availability. Yeah, but like I was saying, it started with the first girl. I get over when the first one. It started with her,
Okay.
and yeah, and
Okay, no,
I made it easier for her. We are
wait
free
a
to talk
minute.
about
I didn't
anything.
see you there. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I just got in. Continue. No, let's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, continue, Masego. Hi. That's Laquita right there. You see what I was talking about? That's Laquita.
Hello. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying this. My apologies. I'll mute.
Okay, continue, Masego.
Yeah, so no, I was just saying, Aquila, that my communication with my three girls, it started with the first one. I alarmed. No, that's me.
I know that's you. I'm
Yeah.
looking for just the perfect picture of her. As you can see, the one in the middle, but I think it's too zoomed in. Let me just show. I want a better one. I don't think they're a little bit distant, but I think they can see. Oh, that's the one.
Yeah. So I started to be free with her, and then I made sure she becomes free to talk to me, and then whatever she wants. And unfortunately, I don't know what I should say, unfortunately or fortunately enough for her, she was brought by a nurse mother. So there was no spade, if I want to say.
It's fortunate, I guess.
Yeah. So it's that. There's no thumb with me. There's no
By the
thumb.
way, how old is she now?
She's 22. She's turning 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second one also. Conversation is starting to change because now you can see from the cell phones, the communication with friends, that now you need to jump in.
Yeah.
Now the small one, I'm still looking for the language, a good language, how to talk with her, because when I started to introduce the teenage pregnancy thing, Aquila, she was like sensitive. She doesn't even want to talk about that, you know.
Yeah.
But remember the statistics here in South Africa, Aquila. They are saying even a 10-year-old girls are pregnant. So I was telling her because it's her age groups who are pregnant. And I was just showing her that imagine with your small stature and you are carrying a baby, you know. So it's paining me. It's so painful.
Mm. So those are the two daughters. So how old are they?
Give 14 and 10-year-old.
Okay, 14 and 10-year-old. By the way, they are amazing dancers, guys. And even the sister is a dancer. So at the end of our show, I'm gonna play a video of them dancing and all of that. So those are the two daughters. Now, let's allow Laquita to just share her opinion on what we're discussing. Laquita, over to you.
All right. Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. I had to unmute and all of those things. So this is a pleasure. Thank you for being here and bringing this topic in, Ntabi, and having your guest. It's great to always have a professional chime in with all of your experience, you know. And this is one of the reasons why I was a pediatric nurse. I dealt mainly with children that had chronic illnesses, like on ventilators. They had trachs, feeding tubes, cognitive limitations, and physical limitations, and things like that for over 25 years now. And so I took a break because having my own children, you know, you start to get paranoid. You start to realize, sort of like what she's saying right now, is that, wait a minute, I have a 10-year-old. This could be my child, you know, in this age group and whatnot. So I think it's important to really bring up issues when the children are ready, but also in a way that you can. I don't mean it to say like when they're ready, so that they decide when they want to have that discussion, but when the children are ready. So like you were just saying, tell me your name again, please.
Masego.
Masego. That's Masego. I'm saying it
Yes,
wrong, but
Masego.
Masego. Yes.
Okay. So when you were saying, you know, your oldest daughter, she was more receptive. Your other daughter right now is like, oh no, wait a minute, what is this? You know, so you have to find different ways. But like you're saying, you still don't give these silly talks where you're using, you know, poor language, and even they're confused, because the first time you gave that story, I was confused with Ntabi. I was like, wait, what? This thumb, this,
Yeah.
you know, so that in the end, you know, the adults are confused and we think we conveyed a message, but we did not. And in the end, you know, your intended outcome is not what happens. Something else happens. And, you know, one area of concern that I've always had in this case, I don't think like teen pregnancy is definitely always at the top of the list. But another concern that I'm glad someone else brought up was the transmission of different, you know, diseases. I'm sitting here, Corey. And so Corey was just saying hello.
Hi.
Hey, Ntabi, how you doing?
I'm good. Please sing for me.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What do you want me
Her
to do?
song.
Your song?
Yes.
Okay. Happy, happy, she makes us happy. Happy, happy, she makes us happy. In Ntabi, pop, 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 in Ntabi, pop, 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 in Ntabi.
Thank you. Thank you. You made my day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And so that's it. I just wanted to come and say, you know, I really appreciate the guest. We're not going to take all day because you are the featured guest and we appreciate you. But I did appreciate, you know, someone bringing up the topic and you addressing it as well, of diseases. Condoms, they don't just break. These people are, the boys are telling the girls one thing, the girls don't know, they just believe it. And that they don't work against all diseases, so that's another concern. People are concerned about getting rid of a baby, but there are diseases that you cannot get rid of. So that's more, that's
Yeah.
more of a concern a lot of times. So thank you for this subject, Ntabi and Masego, and thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. But before you go, just I want you. I know you explained a little bit that of course you have girls and everything, but was it an easy thing for you to start engaging with them? Because even if they are young, this thing they're probably exposed to at school, they talk about them. How was the approach so that other mothers out there, some of us are gonna be mothers soon. We need to know how we should even start, talking to our kids
You know,
when the time comes.
Yes, and this is where it's different for every person. It
Oh,
really
yeah.
is. And I say that because Corey, my husband, he would say things and talk to them before I could say things and talk to them. So I'm like, okay, great. We can tag team. My mother, she might address something even before I could address something. And this has been happening,
Mhm.
with all three. We have three daughters also, Masego. So we are, very similar in that way. And it really goes back to, you use all of your resources. Don't feel responsible because you are the mother, you are the only one responsible for this information and for telling your child everything. Because all of us sitting here, if we had a mother that told us everything that she told us, we will still
Mm.
say, my mom didn't tell me this. They're going to miss something, or we believe they missed something because we didn't hear it, we forgot it. So definitely, I would say, when they are ready. But if they ask a question, I always answer. I will say that,
Yeah.
if they have a question, and also if I hear conversations, I address them. So that's another
Mhm.
way to approach it. Just as an individual, as a mother, a father, or whoever, if you know something, definitely say something. Don't come with the silly baby language of thumbs and big toes.
Exactly. Like, no, no, we don't want that. Imagine that experience was just crazy. Wow. No, no. I
Yeah.
hope someone is learning something from this.
Absolutely. So yes. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's my take on it. Answer questions and address things as you hear them, because we hear silly conversations with the children where they will say things like, "Oh, the fairy is coming from the sky," and my daughters, they're playing with dolls. So if they're just talking about fairies and Tinkerbell, I might even say, "But fairies aren't real." If they're old enough, and it's at least they know,
Exactly.
the fairies aren't real. We just say that. So the same way you address other things, like fairies, or can I really fly? If you have sons that are trying to jump off of things, no, you cannot fly, remind them of the truth. So it's the
Yeah.
same thing when it comes to sexuality as well, just jump in when you hear things.
Awesome. Awesome. Wow, that was insightful. That was insightful. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you.
I honestly appreciate that. And yeah, I hope that everyone got something. I see Masako has been taking notes even.
Mm.
She's that lady who loves writing. She's always here. You know
I
what?
see. I saw her. I saw her. Well,
All right.
I'm
Thank
going
you.
back. I'm going back to the chat, so I will be definitely chatting along with you and listening in.
Much appreciated, my queen. Love you lots.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so, so much. There's a background sound. Is it me? Is it your phone, Masako? I think it's good now, right? Um, Masako? Okay, I'm not sure what's happening. But I see we have a comment. Okay. Oh, we have Miriam joining. Hey, Miriam, good to see you, Queen. These are really disturbing issues that we uh, need to face. I totally agree. We need to face all of that. Like, we need to face them head on. I think we lost Masego there, but she's probably gonna come back in. But while we wait for her to jump back in, let's just read the comments. Baby talk is confusing, guys. This thing, Nana Atata, isn't you know, Atata. Basically, what you're saying is that I will beat you and all of that. You be saying Atata, Atata. What does Atata mean? Like, you know what? And obviously, we grew up seeing that happening, and then we also tried to follow the trend and do it. But obviously, when you get to mature and even see how others are doing things and even understanding the psychological way of communicating, you realize that no, it's really not the way. So Masego is back. All right. So Mohammed is saying, I wish I could join, but I'm on duty. Oh, sorry. Hey, you know what? We respect our frontline people. Listen, we appreciate you. You are doing your best to make sure people are healed. So that's fine. But I am following thumbs up to my colleagues there. People with their colleagues from medical. You know what? I also want to be a nurse. I also want to be a nurse so that I can be called a colleague just for control. I'm kidding. I like how Laquita explains how children are different and how she explains the readiness. I think she really opened up my mind into that because often we want, you know, even with parents, sometimes they would want to get input from how other parents are doing things and only to realize that they need to actually understand their children as to what's their behavior and what's the relationship, how can you approach it, and all of that. So I'm glad that she mentioned that. So thank you so much for that. I thought that the music was me, but oh no, Masego, I don't know what
No,
was happening
sorry.
with you.
It was my daughter. Before she goes on stage, she's on Lion King, guys. So before she goes on
Oh,
stage, she calls. So it's that time
oh.
of the yeah.
Oh no, it means
So
we take too much of your time. You need to watch it, right?
we need to talk to her, wish her luck.
Oh, no. It means that I will have to release you, right?
Please.
No, definitely. No, it's fine. Let me just read. Okay. All right. Oh, hi Masiba. Good to see you. Good day to you. Thank you. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining. Okay, guys. Well, obviously we way over time because we're supposed to do it for an hour, but I think we have to release Masego. Then you can leave and then I'll just wrap it up for you and then play them that video. So I'm just gonna then allow you to say your last words, Masego, so that we don't keep you too long. That is an important thing to do. So I'll just release myself and allow you to just say whatever that you want to say as the closing.
Okay. Ntabi, I would like to thank you once more for the effort that you are doing and you are helping us as health professionals. It's I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. Maybe other nurses are listening and maybe the parents are listening also. So we are pleading. I'm pleading with parents that they must talk to their kids, and if they can't, like I said, please find somebody to talk. Take them to the clinic. Let the nurses talk to your kids. And then I'm quite sure you know your kids. You must know your kids when there's changes. You must know when you see changes and when to act accordingly. It's painful for you to see your child being pregnant while you saw that your child now uh, she's going through adolescent stage, and then she's got a boyfriend and stuff like that. So the other thing with the boom mother by the boys, I'm also asking you, please talk to the boy child. Please share with them that Muhumuti said something on Sunday, and I applaud what Muhumuti said. He said you should tell your boy that once he go to the girl, he must be intentional with what he's going to tell the girl, more especially the love topic. If you are telling a girl gore you love her, the girls take it serious. I'm taking it from the heart, yeah, the mother or the girls, because they will come across your boys, and then at least if you have done your part of talking to your boys, I won't have that worry where my girl child will be stuck with that boy who doesn't know what to do, when to do, and then what not to do. So we are asking boys and girls that they should just be responsible for their actions. We know that when nature calls, they want to respond. There's nothing we can do because but change is inevitable. So once development, in nothing, it happened to us. That's why we have children. So once the development happens, we know that some of the things like who feel intimate, who feel I want to do something, you will end up doing it even though your mother or your father told you not to do that. So the children will end up doing those things. So we must have sex topics with our children. And then boys and girls, I'm asking you, please carry responsibility. My 14-year girl told me that if she get pregnant now, her dreams will be doomed. So you can imagine her, if the girl now is talking about dreams. So you must have a dream. A dream is a goal that you must achieve. So please have goals that you must achieve. I'm telling you, if you can have a goal and work on your goals, you will be able to avoid things that deprive you to reach your goals. And good night. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me.
All right. Thank you so much, Masego. So I was even ready to, add the video there. But thank you so much. I was just showing them a little bit. I will play it a little bit later, but let me release you. I don't want you to miss on your daughter's, most important event. And congratulations to her, guys. Lion King. You know what Lion King is like, really? Big ups to her. Please send her our love, and yeah, congratulations to her and all the best. And thank you for being amazing. You really shared so much. You have a book, Bon Voyage. We didn't talk about that, but I think we're still gonna have more and more. Today was really about the issue at hand. But I appreciate you. May you continue being amazing. May you continue being an amazing mother. Like, I'm so inspired. Your girls are amazing, and it shows that the work that you're doing, it's proof. They are proof that you are on point. I talk too much myself, so I'm gonna allow you to go. Thank you so much. You can go
Thank
so
you.
that I can wrap up here.
Okay.
You will
Thank
catch up again. You will catch up on the last, because I'm sure you'll have comments, people, talking about what you were saying and everything. So you'll catch up later. So go now. I'm chasing you away. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye. Bye,
Love you
guys.
all. Thank you. All right, guys. That was super awesome. Thank you so much, Masego. Okay, now let me read your comments. That was sweet. She should have answered to wish her daughter luck and post us. I know. Hey, I know. She should have. Like, yeah. As much as we are also important, I also believe that the daughter is more important. And like, imagine, guys, Lion King. Wow, that is a big thing. That is a big thing. She's an amazing professional dancer, guys. You know what? I think because of time, I wish I could show you all her pictures and everything. She's just amazing. Right now, she's overseas. So maybe she might need to give us more details. Who knows? She's pretty closer to Laquita. Maybe you can go to that show and check it out. Who knows? So I wish I had gotten all the details as to where she is exactly. But nevertheless, it's fine. wise words to advise both girls and boys so they can be accountable for their actions. So please let this video keep playing. You know what? Don't worry. I think, I'm gonna play it at the end. We are almost at the end, so yeah. Richmond saying great show. Thank you so much, Richmond. All right, so you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that we have said a mouthful. And I apologize if you felt like maybe there were points that you were not, there were moments where you are not hearing, or understanding based on obviously using both languages and everything. But Laquita said it, that we are all learning, so it's a learning curve. So we don't have subtitles here, but I think, majority of the conversation you heard just about everything, and I just want to appreciate Masego for bringing that. And last but not least, I just want to say, this is really a conversation not to make a teen girl or boy feel like they are bad people when they go through the process of terminating pregnancy, or even thinking about it, or even taking contraceptives and all of that. I believe that it's just an issue of you being aware of these things, seeking knowledge as much as possible, communicating. And I think the highlights that I can take from this conversation is that, build that communication with your kids, with your daughters, even your boy child and all that. And if maybe you are not comfortable or you can't really speak to them, have someone who will talk to them. Like Quita said, her mother sometimes talks to her daughters, husband also does the same. But now even it can be a grandmother, it can be, a friend or whatever. But now Masego also pointed something so important to say, when even that conversation happens, be present, be present. So I wish for you to, take note of that. And also the backstreet abortions and everything, don't consider those things. Take care of your health. Your life matters. You might have fallen pregnant, or you might find yourself in that situation and you want the easy way out where no one will know, but you might just be adding more and more danger to your life. So try avoid that and do things the right way. Unfortunately, we are not God. We cannot judge you and everything. Even if you're gonna tell your parents, they're gonna be angry at you, whatever. They are still your parents. They are still your elders. Whoever guardians you depend on, they can be angry or shout at you, whatever, but at the end of the day, they will not just leave you to do anything illegal. They will be there and support you. Always Geneva also said the support is so important. I mean, there's just so much that I think I took from this. So meaning this was also a very insightful conversation. If you didn't take anything, then I don't know. These conversations are for you. This is not just for me to just to spend time engaging and having conversations with my fellow friends and all of that. It's not just about that. There's more to it. We want to reach out to you who is more in need. We want to reach out to you who can actually take this message and transfer it to someone. We're reaching out to you who's like me, who is not a mother as yet, so that by the time you become a mother to a daughter, even a boy child, you know how to even engage with them. You know how to somehow see when things are just not happening right. Masego mentioned earlier that the mother who brought the daughter to the clinic, to the hospital, not understanding what she was going through. She saw that the daughter had a stomach ache, and only to find that she was months pregnant and all of that. So such things, imagine if you had a good conversation with your daughter and all of that, chances are she was going to be very clear and somehow be vulnerable enough to say, Mom, I made a mistake. Mom, this is what happened, whatever. Yeah, I hope you took something. So I'm not just gonna repeat all of the things that I've said. All I'm gonna say is that I hope that you took something out of this. And I'm gonna read the last comment. I think it's from Laquita, and play the dance video. I'm hoping that it doesn't have any copyright. Obviously it will play now, but if it has copyright, then it might not be later. So watch it now so that if it does, you know that you have watched it. Okay. So Laquita says, yes, a great show. I can't wait to see her next time because I know she'll be back. Okay. Definitely she'll be back. Definitely she'll be back. Yeah, most definitely. So that's all good, guys. I think we can wrap it up here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, for engaging. I mean, a big thank you to Laquita for also, you know, jumping in to share, you know, what you know, and you know, your advice. I appreciate that. Mohomuti, you are on duty, but you made the time to even engage and watch us. We appreciate that. And of course, Richmond, I see you. Osgini, we thank you and appreciate you. Even the insights and the comments that you came with, we appreciate that. I mean, everyone else, guys, who am I missing? There was Miriam here, Pindile was here. You know, all of you guys, who am I? Like everyone, guys. Masiba as well. Listen, guys, I appreciate you all. So I'm gonna play that video and we will be out of here. So this is me basically saying goodbye, take care, and yeah, be blessed. Okay, really be blessed. And yeah, this is me signing out. Please don't forget to like this video. Let's like it so that it can reach more people. Like it, you know, share it, comment, subscribe, do whatever that you can so that it can reach many and many people. Okay, I know I talked too much. We see comments came in as Masego wrapped up. Oh, girl. Oh, that's hectic. So sorry, Queen, but you know what? If you have time, you will catch up. I don't know if you'll be able to catch up for the 1 hour, 30 minutes. Will you be able to do that, Queen? I know you will be. I know you'll make time, right? You will, right? You will make time. You promise? Yeah. Enjoy your day, everyone. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day, guys. But thank you so much, Sylvie, for joining as well. You know what? You might have been here for a few minutes, but we still appreciate you. It counts. Listen, it counts, and it's still relevant. And you're just in time to enjoy the dance video, which I'm gonna play now. All right, guys, love you lots. Remember to make today count and take care, be blessed. Until the next video or live, I'm out of here.
With that said, it was only fitting to create an alliance of experienced artists empowering young artists. This show is all about unity, empowerment, and embracing the creative arts, our God-given talents. Choreographed and directed by Masego Mogotsi. Welcome to Alliance.
It says, when it looked like the sun wasn't shine anymore, God put a rainbow in the clouds. And I had so many rainbows in my clouds. I had a lot of clouds. Yeah! But I had so many. And I started to translate. And I did teach my classes. When I go to direct a movie, I bring everyone who has ever been kind to me with me. Black, white, Asian, Spanish speaking, Native American, gay, straight, everybody. I say, come with me. I'm going on the stage. Come with me, I need you now. Long dead. You see? So I don't ever feel I have no help. I've had rainbows in my clouds. And the thing to do, it seems to me, is to prepare yourself so that you can be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud. Somebody who may not look like you, may not call God the same name you call God, if they call God at all. You see? I may not eat the same dishes prepared for me. But be a blessing to someone.
Oh wow, is it done already? Okay, bye guys. I thought it was still going on. No, we're not leaving. I feel like I should play you guys another one. Should I? Oh, let's just leave it. Should I play? No, guys, I want to play another one. I want to play another one. No. I want to play another one. Sorry, guys. I want to play another video. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, no, maybe not. Guys, I want to play another one. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to play another one. Sorry, guys. I'm going to play another one. I thought it was a little bit longer. No, we have to make it longer because honestly, it's one of those videos that it's this one. Hopefully, how I wish it could be. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, let me try. Is this sound coming out? Are you guys hearing the sound? Okay, I think I'm failing to get it right, but nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed that mini clip, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, you could hear. Okay. Restart. I try restarting, but I think you know what, it's fine. I will make a plan. Maybe I will post that dance clip. I think I'll post it on my YouTube channel. I'll ask permission from Masego and play it on my channel. Hopefully she'll enjoy it. I mean, she'll agree on that. So yeah, I think let's wrap it up here. Thank you guys. Love you lots. Let me be out of here.